Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer Talk of the Crown. And what are we on now? It is episode 62 and it is Saturday the 29th of June 2019 and it has been a really big royal week this week. Let me just turn out the little button that always says Hangouts is live. I know we're live and I'm talking to the world. So this week, it is a little bit of a weird theme this week. As you can tell, there's two different themes going on. Can you work out what they are just by looking? So we have the Scottish flag behind me because obviously it is the start, the beginning of HolyRood week. So that continues into next week. But also it is Canada Day soon. So I have the Canadian flag and of course the maple leaf brooch, which is here. So so that's what the theme is. This week it's kind of half Canadian, half Scottish. So, hey, it's a mix and it blends. I would like to say I am wearing kilt today, as you can see. Although I haven't got legs out today. I've got stuff on underneath. But there we go, kilt. We have kilt. We have tartan, royal tartan, Scottish royal tartan sash, Scottish royal tartan kilt, and of course the hat with a little pom-pom on the top. And Duchess of Cambridge brooch, and I am debuting my Meghan ring. There you go. Can you see my Meghan ring? There we go. Oh, by the way, I can hear myself talking in this one. I'm going to turn myself off. So I have my Meghan ring, but she went and remodeled it, didn't she? So it's out of date. So I now need to wait until they do a replica, smaller band. I've got the old style. I have the old ring, the old design. And by the way, there are some new details that have come out about the ring. So I will go through those a little bit later in the show too. But first of all, I want to say hello to everybody. So hello. Joe Ann Manning says, love your outfit. Laurie Clark says, hello, Canada and Scotland. So nice. Did you read Omizar? Yes. And I'm going to go through that a little bit later. Becky Ray says, you look awesome. Anne Shropshire says, you rock. Thank you. Jennifer loves the outfit. Hello to Leslie. I'm going up slightly now. Kevin Clement says July the 1st is Canada Day, so cool. Yes, because this is the closest day I could get to it, so I'm combining it all together. Chiblithos says, do you love a man in a kilt? Well, I'm not being a true Scotsman because I do have a little legging on. Cheryl says, and I'm hot. We are going through a bit of a heat wave and I'm dressed up in full Scottish attire, hence why I've got my sleeves up. Dawn says the laird looks rather dashing and hot. He's hot. Pamela says pouring here, thundering and lightning. My goodness, where are you? And there's lots of people talking, so I'm going to skip all the way back down to the bottom and see what people are saying. Karen M says, I think it was changed. Well, we'll go through all the speculation about the ring in a little bit. Okay, but first of all, I want to start off because a few people have been asking, what is HolyRood week? You know, what is the ceremony of the keys and all of this business? So I thought that I would tell you all about it. So I do have some links open, which I'm going to just get open now. So HolyRood week happens every single year and it's always round about this time every single year. So each year the Queen spends a week visiting various regions in Scotland, meeting Scots from all walks of life and hosting thousands at the Palace of Holyrood House in recognition of their good work, known in Scotland as Royal Week and to others as HolyRood Week. These visits celebrate Scottish culture, achievement and community. So you can refer to it as either Royal Week, as the Scots do, or HolyRood Week, I suppose, as is more commonly known if you were to read it in the press. So if you do hear about Royal Week, it is referring to HolyRood Week. And when they spoke about all the entertaining, that is, of course, one big garden party that does happen. So we have the ones in Buckingham Palace. And then, like, if you watch my videos, you will know that I said there's one to happen, one still to happen in Scotland. Well, this is it during HolyRood Week. HolyRood Week normally takes place from the end of June to the beginning of July. So like I said, round about this time every year. What happens during HolyRood Week? HolyRood Week always begins on the forecourt of HolyRood Palace with the ceremony of the keys. So you may have seen a little bit of something like that already. The Queen is welcomed into the city of Edinburgh, your ancient and hereditary kingdom of Scotland, by the Lord Provost. who offers her the keys of the city. There is also an investiture during the week held in the Great Gallery at the Palace of HolyRood House. So the Palace of HolyRood House is the Queen's official residence palace, if you like, in Scotland. It is the seat of the monarchy in Scotland, which is located at the end of the Royal Mile in the centre of Edinburgh, also the city of Edinburgh. The investiture recognises Scottish residents who have made a significant contribution to their society. Recent recipients have included TV presenter Lorraine Kelly, who is an OBE, emeritus professor for the theoretical physics. That's a tongue twister. You try and say that. Peter Higgs, who was made a member of the Order of the Companion of Honour. Oh, of course, the Higgs boson. Of course, most definitely. He most definitely should. The Higgs boson, my goodness. A garden party is held where the Queen welcomes around 8,000 people from all walks of Scottish life to spend a relaxed afternoon with her in the beautiful grounds of the palace. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh proceed down avenues. Now, I would like to say we don't know if the Duke of Edinburgh is going to come out this time. I am reading this from the official palace website, so they may not have updated it from obviously when he retired. So don't expect to see the Duke, but if we do see him, that will be really, really lovely. Speaking to a random selection of guests. The party is accompanied by music from the regimental bands and the Royal Scottish Pipers Society. I love bagpipes. As you can see from my little royal piper bear, he was hiding at the back. So I do love the bagpipes, actually. Can you see him if I put him there? You can. I'll put him there. So these avenues and the Grand Circle where the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, if we see him, reconvene are created by the Royal Company of Archers, who are the Queen's official bodyguards in Scotland. Since 1822, the company have been available for duty to the sovereign anywhere in Scotland. So wherever she is in Scotland, they are available. They are at her disposal. At her disposal, not her disposable. HolyRood Week may also sometimes include the Thistle service at St Giles's Cathedral. So the Order of the Thistle is a bit like the Order of the Garter, but for Scotland. What else does the Queen do during the week? So apart from these regular engagements, the Queen also undertakes a number of regional Scottish engagements, which vary from year to year. So we saw the Queen this week kick off HolyRood Week visiting the school. If you watched my video, if you haven't, do go and watch that to catch up. There we go. In recent years, she has visited the Housing Development for Disabled Veterans, opened a Technology and Innovation Centre at the University of Strathclyde, and visited the Royal Hospital for Sick Children in Glasgow. And there we go. And I do have a little bit of information about what the Queen is going to be up to this year. So that was obviously like a bit of an overview. But now I'm going to read some actual things. So we've seen the Queen visiting Greenfalls High School. So that was the school that she visited. We've seen the ceremony of the keys take place. The Queen and the Duke of Rothesay, of course, the Duke of Rothesay is Prince Charles's Scottish title. So if you hear the Duke of Rothesay, it is referring, of course, to Prince Charles, attend a ceremony to mark the 20th anniversary of the Scottish Parliament. So that's what happened today. So, of course, it has been 20 years since, you might not know the term, but we call it devolution. So what happened was, before 20 years ago, the whole of Scotland was still run from Westminster, which, of course, is in London. And they all decided that it would be good for Scotland to set up its own parliament and to have some devolved powers went to the Scottish people. They can elect their own First Minister and their own Scottish Parliament. So that's what happens. Some powers now are with the Scottish people that lie in the Scottish Parliament. And it seems to have been a big success. And if you want to listen to the Queen's speech that she made, a little bit like the opening of Parliament, I suppose, in a way, you saw that the grand Scottish crown being carried forth, and you heard music and singing. So do go and check out that video if you want to see more about that. So the Queen is also going to visit Canongate Kirk. Lots of tongue twisters today. Then she takes part in an investiture. Now, the Earl and Countess of Forfar are in Morayshire and Banff. Now, the Earl and Countess of Forfar are, of course, the Earl and Countess of Wessex. So that is their official titles when in Scotland. That's those new titles that they were given rather recently. The Queen will also visit Georgie City Farm. Now, I don't know. I've not had time to check out what Georgie City Farm is. So I can't wait to see and learn all about that one. Now, the Duke of Edinburgh's Gold Awards at the Palace of Holyrood House, attended by the Earl of Forfar. So we know that the Earl of Wessex, the Earl of Forfar in Scotland, is going to take on, eventually, it's intended to be the Duke of Edinburgh. So he has taken a huge involvement in the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So I don't think we'll see the actual Duke of Edinburgh, but we are going to see the Earl of Forfar attend that ceremony, I suppose, award ceremony. And that's all that we have listed going on. So I hope that I've kind of enlightened you a little bit more about what Royal Week is. It's a week in the year when Scotland gets the Queen's fully undivided attention and, of course, other members of the royal family. Lady Buckingham says, finally made it. Love the setup. Way to do both. Oh, by the way, we're having a quiz later. So if you want, you don't have to do it, but if you want to take part in the quiz, my moderators, and in particular HM the King, have compiled a list of questions based on kind of Scotland and Canada. So it's royal based, obviously, but it's Scotland and Canada. So about halfway through the chat, HM the King will post the link. You can do it while I'm talking. I think is it 18 or 20 questions. I kind of lost count. And then HM the King will pick. I think he's going to do 5 winners. You don't win anything, but you'll just get an announcement. So there you go. Your royal knowledge will be put out there for the world to see. So if you want to do that, you can indeed. Mrs. Hard to Breathe says, loving your dress. I am. No, yes, I'm wearing a kilt. Woo! No, I can do that because I've got trousers on. I wasn't exposing myself. Yes, it is my kilt. Look, it has lots of swish. I feel like the Queen when she was doing that dancing. Yes, there's me doing the dance. I can swish and dance. It's very good. It has lots of movement, and of course, it's being held in. This sash is being held in place by the Canadian maple leaf brooch. Little Annie says, Mike Tyndall is in. Yes, he's English. He played rugby for England. He did. Live, Love and Laugh says, I suspected Harry redesigned the ring himself. That's what it's looking like. So we will go through that a little bit later. Plus Another Penny says, wow, trousers under a kilt. Gee, that's taking the underwear a bit far. I'm like Queen Victoria. I've got humongous bloomers on today. Laurie Clark says, was Dora married in Scotland because Mike is Scottish? No, I think I've just answered that question. She just liked it. She liked the wedding arrangements in Scotland. Okay. Just going up a little bit. Leslie says, is there a name for your style of hat? And it might be a tam. The Dr. A.K. Amy says it's a tam. I'm not entirely sure. I just call it my Scottish hat, to be perfectly honest. But it very well might be a tam. Annette Wells White says, inquiring minds want to know what's underneath. I just showed you. Now, I'm going to go scoot all the way down again to see what people are saying. Yes, it is a tam. People are saying it's a tam. It's a tam. 18 questions. I stand corrected. It's 18 questions. There we go. Annette says, you have my permission to chuck the pants and twirl around. No, I don't want to get demonetized or kicked off YouTube for indecent exposure. My goodness. Now, there's something else I wanted to tell you as well. So let's just get rid of these windows that I've just read, because otherwise I will become completely confused. So the other part of the show is obviously Canada Day. So how to celebrate Canada's birthday. I found some information. So Canada Day in 2019 is Monday, July the 1st. This day is a statutory holiday. So woohoo, if you're Canadian, you get a statutory holiday, meaning a large percentage of the population gets the day off. Woo, we like that. We like a day off. In turn, many retailers, government offices, libraries, schools and services shut down. Employees at most workplaces do not have to go to work, but will still receive their regular pay. Woohoo again. Can we get a fan flap for the paid day off? My goodness. Oh, Canada Day, we love you. Woohoo, indeed. Celebrations like fireworks and parades are generally held on this day in major cities outside of Quebec, like Ottawa, Toronto, Ontario, and Vancouver. British Columbia, celebrations begin early in the day and continue into the evening with concerts, games, and other festivities. I think I want to be there. It sounds good. Ottawa in particular and Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, attended the celebrations in 2011. Prince William and his bride, Kate Middleton, as she was, made their way to Ottawa for Canada's 144th birthday party. In 2017, Canada turned it up a notch to honour its 150th anniversary. So details. July the 1st marked the anniversary of the formation of the Union of the British North America provinces in a federation under the name of Canada. That's the technical explanation. But Canada Day also means fireworks and the year's biggest national party. The Canada Day holiday is comparable to the 4th of July celebration in the US, but with slightly less hoopla and on a more Canadian scale. What to expect? So schools and bank holidays, as we said, usually have the day off. Parades and fireworks and all that kind of thing, and that's kind of all there is. So there you go. If you didn't know what a Canada Day entailed, you do now. So it sounds fun. I think I want to be there. So there we go. Canadian brooch for Canada Day. Juliet says you should just wear boxers under that. Well, I should, but I didn't want to risk any slips, any wardrobe malfunctions. Look, we all know what happened to Janet Jackson, don't we? When that star came off. My goodness. Yes, I don't want to repeat. I don't want to have a Janet Jackson moment. My goodness. Lady Bingham says more Canadian scale. Ha ha ha. Sorry, that's what it said. It said more Canadian scale, but Canada's quite big. I mean, it's big, isn't it? When you look on the map, it's huge. Mahoney says YouTube is down. Oh, I hope not. Yes, I don't think Jason would approve of me twirling around without trousers. I don't think anybody would, to be quite honest. Hayden the King says, woohoo, I get the day off. Lady Buckingham is giving the Canadian maple and flag. Lady Buckingham says, yes, we've shut down. I have the day off. Woohoo. Everyone give a fan flap for the Canadian day off. No, I'm sorry you don't win something for the quiz. You just get the prestige of being picked as a winner. Okay, Kelly says, officially it's a tam. Otherwise, people call it a Scottish hat. Well, that's what I've been calling it, a Scottish hat. There we go. It's me again. Says, hi, you're too much. Looking good, thank you. And I'm going to scoot all the way down again. Rhonda says, what was that brooch that the Queen was wearing when she opened the houses upon... Oh, I didn't notice it. I was too busy making the video. The Scottish one. Ooh, let me just check. Hang on. I'm going to go back and check the photos because I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it, but it's her Scottish one, and she does wear that, I think, pretty much every year for the opening. It's got the thistles in it. If you can zoom in on a photo, it's got thistles. There is a name for it, but it's escaped me. I will have to. Let's just do a quick Google. It must be easy. Queen Scottish brooch. Now, I have a book on the Queen's diamonds, and it's very, very good. It was released for the Diamond Jubilee, and it has lots and many of her jewellery in, which gives all the names, but it doesn't have that one in it, to be quite honest. Oh, no, it's not giving it me. Come on, Google. Don't let me down. It's failing me. Okay. Oh, hang on. Here we go. It's Queen Mary's Thistle. There we go. I knew it was thistle based. It's Queen Mary's Thistle brooch. There we go. And the Queen does wear it very often to this occasion. There you go. It was given to Queen Mary during a visit to Glasgow in July 1927. There we go. It was presented, and according to one press report, Queen Mary immediately pinned it onto her dress. There you go. Queen Mary had 3 thistle brooches. However, it is the description of the Glasgow brooch having triangular diamonds in the body, which makes me think it's the brooch worn by Queen Elizabeth. Yes. So I think it is the Queen Mary thistle brooch. There we go. Google is your friend. Always consult Google. Lynn Mung says, okay, missed the question. Oh, no, the quiz hasn't happened yet. I'm going to probably do it about halfway through. Rhonda says, it was beautiful. Thank you for answering my question. And MDQ Queen says, love Canadians and Canada. Happy birthday. As do we all. Scott Goff says, I like the Queen Mothers. It had 2 thistles. Well, why have 1 thistle when you can have many? Fiona Brownie says, we are bigger than the US. Well, there we go. I thought so. I think it means in terms of pomp. Scott Goff says, the Stone of Scone was returned on St. Andrew's Day 1996. It was. And if you wonder what the Scone of... What was it? The Scone of Stone, wasn't it? No, hang on. The Stone of Scone, tongue twister again. Me and my words tonight, I can't get them out. That is the big rock, the big stone, which sits under the coronation chair, the big grand coronation chair, the throne. And it sits under there whenever there is a coronation. So when Charles is crowned next, I do believe that the stone will make its way down, put in place, and then obviously return back up to Scotland. I think that's what the plan is for it. Unless anyone knows anything different. Aminata has donated $1.99. Thank you so much to you. You, of course, get a big fan flat from me. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Tina King says, I have to laugh every time you look at the clock when the time is right on your phone. Well, no, I can't see it when it's in chat mode. Look, I can't see the time. It's not there. Yeah, it's pronounced the Schoon of Schoon. I can't speak tonight. Oh, my goodness. Right, I am now going to talk about the ring because details have come through just as I was kind of setting up, actually. So let's take a look. In fact, I haven't really had a chance to look much. So I had a quick skim read beforehand, and there are some details that do appear to come to light. So this article is from Harper's Bazaar. Of course, Omid Scobie is the writer. He writes lots of articles for Harper's Bazaar. So he says, the moving story behind Duchess Meghan's stunning Lorraine Schwartz eternity ring. So he thinks he knows who has designed it. So he's saying Lorraine Schwartz. So Prince Harry personally helped to create the ring with the renowned jeweler. So says Omid. When Prince Harry announced to the world on May the 6th that he had become a father, his beaming smile said it all. Not only was he proud of his newborn son, but also of his wife. After weeks of speculation about a new diamond on Meghan's wedding finger, Bazaar can reveal that Harry helped create the piece with renowned jeweler Lorraine Schwartz as a gift to mark the couple's wedding anniversary and their growing family. So we kind of both got it right, because I said way back I thought it was more of an eternity ring to mark the wedding, but also some people were saying it was a push present or a push gift to mark the family. So apparently it was both. So there we go. While creating the bespoke conflict-free diamond eternity band. So conflict-free means that it wasn't created. Nobody was was in any kind of conflict during the mining process. So it was obtained ethically. When I say conflict, I mean, like, you know, when people are made to go down there, it's not safe. There's things going on that make it not ethical. So these are ethical. Conflict-free diamond eternity band. Harry paid tribute by having Schwartz add birthstones for Meghan, Archie and himself on the underside of the delicate piece. So apparently there are birthstones on the underside, which of course we can't see. No, because it's got a picture. I was just trying to see whether I could see anything green, but I can't. So apparently they are underneath. Meghan is said to be touched, a source says. Now, we know with Omid, I mean, I don't typically go along with sources say or in Royal Insider this, Royal Insider that, but I do think he has some kind of contact within the family, a friend. I don't think it's staff. I think it's possibly a friend that Harry and Meghan have at least authorized to say certain things. So a source says of that. So we also must remember that it's not a named source. So just bear that in mind. A source says of the May the 19th anniversary surprise, which features a flawless green emerald for Archie, a blue sapphire for Harry, and an olive green peridot stone for the Duchess. That's my birthstone, of course. A lot of thought went into it, the source revealed. So it looks like Harry updated it himself. It wasn't Meghan trying to be difficult or any of that business. It was a lovely, thoughtful gift from Harry. Each birthstone is said to have its own meaning and significance, with sapphires believed to protect those close to you from harm, peridots said to instill power in the wearer, and emeralds considered a symbol of rebirth and love. So there we go. While working closely with the famous Los Angeles-based jeweler, the prince also took the opportunity to have Meghan's engagement ring, which features 2 stones that once belonged to Diana, Princess of Wales, resized and reset with a new delicate diamond band. So there we go. It's had quite a bit of a makeover, actually. Meghan gave the world a first glimpse of the ring, drawing true in the colour. And there we go. So that's kind of it for that story. So it was a nice, big, touching tribute from Harry. That is, of course, if if you believe Omid has sources that are giving him accurate information, which I have to say, I think I probably do think that. So let's see what people are saying. Miriam said, because Meghan isn't difficult, she's a sweetheart. Of course. Well, we all know that. PP says the PDA between Harry and Meghan is more beautiful to see than any ring. Am I right? Well, we definitely saw it today, didn't we, with the baseball game? Now, you have to forgive me. I don't know terribly too much about baseball. It's not huge here in the UK. It is known, of course. The London series is played here. But I don't know terribly too much. So all I know is it's Red Sox versus Yankees. I don't even know who won. You guys probably know who won, but I don't even know who won. But I think Meghan has a relative in one of the teams. So she went, well, not a relative as in like a close relative. I mean, someone that goes back, you know, way genetically linked somewhere in the past. So people are saying it's a cousin, but really it probably goes back way far. So they were gifted certain little outfits for Archie. So there we see Meghan holding up the shirt with Archie. And when it was revealed to her, she kind of did a bit of a moment. So if you watch the video, you will see a bit of a Meghan reaction moment to seeing Archie's name on something, which was rather cute. I think she's looking really good. I liked the black outfit. I think she was looking good in her hair and whatever. I mean, I know that's trivial stuff, but hey, it is a baseball game. You know, it's not a serious event. It is, of course, the Invictus Games as well. Well, how the Invictus Games is linked in with it. But she just looked really good. And her hair was on point, makeup on point, clothes on point, ring on point. I really need to get this. I need to get it remodeled. I need birthstones added. I might get a crayon out and put some colours on the inside and pretend they're birthstones. So yes, it was just a nice surprise to see Meghan out with Harry. Wasn't expecting that, but there we go. We got it. Lady Monk says, conflict free. Harry didn't beat anybody up to get the diamond. Exactly. That's exactly what it means. I was trying to explain what conflict free means, and maybe I failed. I don't know. Annette has been missing the PDA between the Duke of Sussex and the Duchess of Sussex. We're spoiled, and when I don't see them for a while, ain't no sunshine in my day. Oh, it's raining here, but I'm nice and sunny inside my heart. Well, I'm glad it's brightened your day. Vera was born near the Scone in Scotland. It was pronounced Scone when we lived. Anyhow, okay, so the Scone. Kaylee Angel says, happy pre-Canada Day. July the 1st is also Princess Diana's birthday. Oh, my Princess Diana Clematis is all out. I will update you in my weekly vlog. By the way, the full name of your hat is the Tam O'Shanter. Okay. I'm going to stick with the Scottish hat. I can remember that. It's really hot today. Did I say how hot I was? It's really hot. Mary says, I may have to strip. Mary says, I found her. Thought she was... Oh, no. Who did you find? Oh, no. Oh no, I think I've missed a big something, Mary. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Okay, going up slightly. Yes, the Cambridges are going on tour, but like I say, we are still awaiting, a lot more details on their tour. We've still got details to come from the Harry and Meghan tour. So with all the tour stuff that's coming up in the autumn or fall, as you may know it as, we need more details basically. And the Palace always go out and do a recce a recce visit. So they send the security teams out and they basically have an idea of what the itinerary is going to be, and they plan the route. They sort out all the security issues with the local police forces in the areas, and they visit the different places and make sure that everything's safe. So I can imagine that those recce's are probably going on now for both planned tours. So we know that there is going to be some tours going on for William and Catherine and Harry and Meghan, but we don't have the finalized details, because on these recce's they may find out that certain things aren't going to work, certain things aren't safe, or if certain conditions can't be met in terms of safety or logistically it doesn't work out because of time frames and transport and all that kind of thing, things will be changed. So that's why they haven't announced the itinerary yet. They will wait until these recce's have been carried out, and then we will get some final details on what they are actually going to do on both tours. So I am eagerly awaiting more details. Oh, Mary Brunn says Nick Jonas was asked if he and Priyanka had been to see the Duchess. He smiled and said they had been too busy. How about Priyanka by herself? He just smiled and didn't answer. Curious indeed. I guess we're never going to know. Mrs. BSN says hopefully details don't release any details until the last moment. I mean, that could be one concern, definitely. I guess people who complain about the carbon footprint, well, unless they can, make some kind of transport that, okay, the royal family is damned if they do and damned if they don't. They took away the royal yacht. Now, I'm not saying the royal yacht is carbon neutral, but they can at least nowadays with ships, they can put new technology in to make it, more green than what they used to be. So it's like a toss up between how do you get to places? How do you carry out the work? Do you fly? Do you go by boat? What's the most appropriate way? And so far, until they come up with something different, the most appropriate way is probably air travel. I mean, who knows, in the future they may come up with some kind of new aviation fuel, form of propulsion that is a lot cleaner and greener. But at the moment, it is what it is. Even Prince Charles, who is the most ecological minded person that you would, environmentally friendly person that you would ever deem to meet, travels by airplane, and his carbon footprint went up last year. We found out from the royal reports because of all these extra tours and things that have been put on. It's just part and parcel of it, and until someone comes up with an alternative, that's how it's got to be. Rita says the Royal Highnesses received a shirt from each team, Red Sox and Yankees, with Archie's name. Sweet gesture, and gives Archie a touch of America. MDQ Quinn says if anybody has a reason to take a plane, they do. HN the King says I would like to see a royal yacht fueled by renewable energy, as would I. In fact, I think Prince Charles, not Prince Charles, the Duke of Edinburgh did say at the time of decommission that the royal yacht its engines could be changed. Now, things have moved on a lot since then. Was it 1999? So things have moved on since then. So I'm sure there could be, and I would dearly love to see a new royal yacht, not necessarily with exclusive use for the royals, but it could be a trade ship. I'm thinking a royal yacht that's also a trade envoy ship. We can send the royals and ministers and things all over the world to do diplomatic deals to make sure that our country survives. Hashtag get the Queen a royal yacht. PP says, "Oh, that dress I want." Does anyone know who the dress was by? I haven't seen any details yet. I'm sure somebody will have guessed already what it is. David says, "Did Meghan look not herself in the field?" I don't think so. I mean, she was just walking across the pitch, not field, a pitch. She was just walking across it. and I didn't detect anything wrong. Oh, by the way, who won? I still don't know who won. Is it still going on? I don't know. HM the King says they would call the yacht the Brexit boat. And they probably would call it the Brexit boat. Oh, Stella McCartney, thank you. Okay. Annette Wells White says, I thought she looked herself and more. She had that sexy mom look. S Reddit says, haha, Maple Leaf, too excited to be on live chat. It is. It's the Maple Leaf brooch today. Oh, the game is still being played. Well, that's why I don't know. How long do they go on for? My goodness. That's a long time. Okay. How long did baseball games go on for? I wouldn't be able to sit that long. David Penner says, I checked Utah where I'm going in October and current temperature now is 101. What? Oh my goodness. That is hot. I would be too hot. Way too hot for that. Yes, in the UK, baseball, we kind of call it when we play it at school. Again, very similar, called rounders. It is true. No, it's not my birthday. It's Canada's birthday. Well, on the 1st. Canada Day. Barbara Long says, Archie's not 2 months old yet, but will be by July the 6th. Baseball goes 9 innings. See, I don't even know how long an inning is. I'm terrible. Sports are not my thing. Lady Bingham says, someone asked a question about will there be an investiture of Prince William as Prince of Wales? Okay, so it's not automatic. You have to be invested as a Prince of Wales. So Prince Charles was, and he had a big investiture ceremony at Carnarvon Castle in Wales. I've been there. I've stood on the same place where he was invested, where the Queen placed the Prince of Wales crown onto his head, coronet onto his head, with the little ping pong ball and top that's gilded in gold. And it's not automatic. The Dukedom of Cornwall, the Duchy of Cornwall, is automatically inherited by William upon Charles's accession to the crown. But Prince Charles would have to bestow the Prince of Wales title on William, which I think is definitely going to happen. I can't see it. There would be anything that would prevent that. So yes, I think there will be an investiture ceremony for William as the Prince of Wales, but it may not be straight away. It may be a year. It may be after Charles's own coronation. That's maybe what I'm thinking, or unless they declare him Prince of Wales immediately, but leave the investiture of it until after Charles's coronation, or they could get William's done first and then do Charles. But I don't think it would be that way around. I think they would do Charles's coronation first and then wait to do William's investiture. Okay, Laurie says it's called the infield and the outfield. No time limit, 9 innings unless there's a tie. Okay, I know a little bit more. Thank you, Julie Millers, who says thank you for your good work and your delightful personality. No, thank you for supporting the channel. You get a fan flap from me. Thank you so much. That's it. I need more fanning. It really is. It's sweltering. Okay, you really do not know how hot. Leslie says baseball games can be hours. Oh my goodness. I couldn't sit that long. I really couldn't. 109 degrees in Tucson, Arizona. Oh my goodness. Apparently the Yankees are winning. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. Should I support Red Sox or Yankees? I don't know. I hate autocorrect too. We have a donation from S Reddit, who has donated 10 Canadian US dollars. Canadian dollars. You get a fan flap from me too. My goodness. The heat has gone to my brain. It's puddled my brain tonight. Juliet says, come here to Texas. It's a humid. Oh, no, I don't like humid. I'm not terribly keen on humid. Rita says, yes, I'm wearing the maple leaf brooch. Oh, the other thing, it's the Cambridge brooch with the pearl on. Okay. Oh, 3 hours or more. Oh my goodness. Oh, this brooch. There you go. It's a Canadian maple leaf. There you go. PP says we are having a fresh night here in Lisbon. Very windy. Oh, Lisbon. Madonna lives there. Have you seen Madonna? Oh, 3 hours to complete 9 innings. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. Apparently they play again tomorrow. Court says never support the Red Sox. And Sue says go Yankees. I have no idea. Like, seriously, I have no idea. People are telling me to support both of the teams. Plasma Payne says the yacht provides housing and security too. It does indeed. If there was ever a nuclear battle going on, they could pop the monarch on the ship and sail him or her away. Apparently, I should support both. Granada, 85% humidity. Oh my goodness. Stockoff says 72 degrees Fahrenheit today in Edinburgh. We're melting. I wonder what the Queen's doing to keep cool. Do you reckon she has a fan? What do you reckon the Queen's doing? Maybe she has her feet in an ice bucket. I don't know. Let me know. How do you think the Queen keeps cool? Julie says, watching from Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean island. Oh, do you know what? It's probably cooler on the Caribbean island than it is here in Europe. Carol says, cricket that's played in the UK is much longer. I don't follow cricket either. So I know, in fact, I probably know more about baseball now than I do about cricket. HM the King says, Yankee Doodle was a fella riding on a pony. Stick a feather in his cap and call him macaroni. Yes, definitely. Laurie Clark says, the last thing you want to do is get in the middle of a Yankees-Red Sox rivalry. Oh no, what have I started? Oh, HM the King says, the Queen has fans sewn into her dress. Yes, I reckon she has little things that go up and then they blow. They blow the wind and aerate. And then she does lots of twirls when she's in her kilt. I wonder what Prince Charles does to keep cool. I bet Camilla has some kind of fancy pants hand fan. Yes, I can imagine Camilla with a fancy pants hand fan. You reckon the Queen's got air conditioning? Do you think? I'm not so sure she's got air conditioning. Mrs. BSN says, so the Cambridges are going to Pakistan in autumn. Well, apparently 10 minutes ago there was a post on what? On their official Kensington Royal site or where? If it's happened while I'm live, I will go and check and read it. Elderly Poodle said, you don't ever want to know how my dad sang that song. I don't think we do. Lady Buckingham supports Blue Jays. Whoever and whatever they may be. No, okay. Cammy Lynn. Now, I was probably going to save this for my other channel, but I'll have a little quick skirt right now. So, one of the big differences between UK homes and other homes in different parts of the country, world, are that we don't typically have air-conditioned homes here in the UK. We're too cold. Literally, most of the time we are cold. We're either under snow, we're being rained on, we're battling gale force winds. Only in the summer and a little bit of spring do we really have, any kind of reasonable weather. But even then, it's only kind of freak occasions like this when we have really bad humidity and scorching heat. So for the very few occasions that we need it, we don't have air-conditioned units fitted in our homes. They do often sell portable units, which you can kind of stick the pipe out of the window, which people buy when there's a heat wave going on. But typically, people only would buy them as a last resort when there's a heat wave going on. So no, we don't have air-conditioned homes. We have centrally heated homes. Every house has a gas boiler with radiators which give off heat. Some houses also have log burning or coal burning fires, like mine. I have a wood burner and it's also a coal burner as well. It's a multi-fuel fuel stove. So yes, we have more things in our houses to give us heat, not air conditioning. But when it is like this, we really wish that we did, but it wouldn't be worth the cost of having it fitted for what, maybe just a few days a year. It really, really wouldn't. So in the UK, if people do have air conditioning, it's usually portable units. We do have them in shops and supermarkets and, shopping centres, malls. We have them. Offices have them. Any kind of public space will have them. But in UK homes, we do not have air conditioning per se, unless you've got tons of money to waste. Oh, apparently it was on Kensington Royal Instagram page. I'm going to go and check it out now because I haven't seen it. So let's go. And then you can tell me all about your air conditioning. Okay, right. I'm going on there now. It's good to be live, isn't it? We can just go. Oh, yes, there's a new picture. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Yes. Woohoo! Okay, thank you for telling me. This must have happened whilst I was live. Yes, 16 minutes ago it was posted. So this is my live reaction to it. So Kensington Royal has posted this delightful picture. There you go. Hoping you can see. And it says, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will undertake an official visit to Pakistan this autumn at the request of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. So we did know that something was on the cards, but this is the official announcement. Further details will be advised in due course, which is what I've spoken about. They will be doing all these recce visits, and then they will come up with the finalised itinerary, and then we will know what it is a bit closer to the time. Her Majesty the Queen visited Pakistan in 1961 and 1997, and the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall visited in 2006. Swipe to see photos. Well, you can go on there and check out the photos for yourselves. The Queen attends a state banquet. Oh, these are what the photos are. So picture 2 is the Queen attends a state banquet at the President's house in 1961. Picture 3, the Queen meets members of the Pakistan cricket team. Picture 4, the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall at Badshahi Mosque in Lahore in 2006. There we go. Yeah, so that's all we know. So all it's literally been is that it's confirmed that it is a tour of Pakistan, which is what we expected anyway, and further details to follow. So there we go. Thank you, Kensington Royal, for putting that out whilst I was live. My goodness. Let's go back up a little bit because I'm missing some of the conversation. Hitting the King says, I think the Queen can afford air conditioning with that fat pension plan. I think she can, but I think, look, you've all seen her fireplaces. She still has those bar heaters. So do you honestly think she's going to have fitted aircon? I don't think so. If anything, I think she'll probably have a portable unit, maybe. Ilma Barr says, most of Europe do not do air conditioning. We are spoiled in North America. It's true. We do not have fitted aircon units in our home. What did Scott Goff say that was? Oh, anything over 50 is T-shirt weather in Scotland. Oh, my goodness. Elizabeth Regina says, you did start a fight. Boston and New York fighting for years, fairly friendly rivalry. And HM the King said Boston started the fight when they threw that tea over. All that tea was wasted, my goodness. Can you imagine all the tea? I would be there trying to scoop it out. My goodness. Ooh, send me back. I'll get some free tea. Fiona says, it was on Kensington. Yes, I've just checked that one out. Julie Miller says, do you have electric? Yes. Okay, we do have electric fans. People do have electric fans, just for a bit of breeze, a bit of draft, which is nice. So yes, we do. And we have the hand fans. Kathy G says, we have central air and heat. Well, I'm coming to your house to live then. Melly Pratt says, Duke and Duchess are going to Pakistan. Yes, I've just read that one. Hayden the King says, you have enough fans. Yes. And apparently 417 are watching. And I do have that new bag of fans, which I haven't got out yet. So I need to think of what colours I can use for different things. Annette Wells White says, Pakistan is considered in Asia. I'm not up on my geography. Was it? It was definitely billed as an Asian tour. I mean, if it is, it's on the cusp of being. Catherine says, even though I am really hot right now in Corsica, I'm still a bit wary of aircon. Used to get laryngitis from it. Is that maybe if it's too cool or too dry? Palmy Stevens says, when I was a young child, I watched Disney's Johnny Tremaine. I have no idea who that is. And thought that time it was very silly to throw the tea overboard. Still don't think much of it. Yes, save the tea. Hashtag save the tea. Kathy G says, never turn your air conditioning off here. Oh, no. Well, you wouldn't in Florida. You see, you would need it, wouldn't you, in those sorts of countries? Rhonda says, you teach us so much about the UK. Well, that's what I wanted to. I touched on it briefly now, but I want to do a video for my other channel, Elliot's British Life, about the differences between UK homes and homes around the world. So I wanted to just do a little bit of a live chat on that channel where you tell me all the things that you have in your homes, and I'll tell you all about British homes. So I may just pop on and do that one of the days. Okay, lots of people talking about how hot it is where they are. Oh, HN the King says, is it quiz time? Yes. So HN the King is going to post you the link to the quiz. So if you've just joined, we're doing a quiz. I'm not going to sit here and read out all the questions or the answers, but if you want to do the quiz whilst I'm live, it's quick, it's easy. It's just like a multiple choice thing. It's just for fun. And then once it's done, once most people have done, no, HN the King is going to set you a time limit. And then when it's done, he will draw the winners. He's done something clever with the computer where it selects the 5 top winners. I think he was going to do 5. And then he will announce the winners. So test your Royal Canadian and Scottish knowledge in the quiz. So thank you so much to my moderators who are amazing every single week. And of course to Jamie for compiling this, because I wouldn't have a clue where to start, seriously. So thank you so much for being amazing. Oh, and a fan flap. There you go. You get the full compliment. There you go. A fan flap. Yes, the Queen is frugal. Yes, I do believe Diana went to Pakistan too. MDQ Quinn says, portable, those castle walls are thick. Well, that's why she needs a portable unit. Kathy says, no air conditioning. How barbaric. Well, it is. We're primitive people, my loves. Agree 5 says, do you think that Duchess Kate and Duchess Meghan will attend Wimbledon? Well, wouldn't we all like to know? I mean, oh my goodness, I would love to know. I'm going to ask my sauce bottles in the cupboard. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. So I definitely think Catherine will go. She always goes. Whether we will see Meghan, I mean, we saw her for this occasion. Maybe we will see her. It's nice to get out. It's nice to have a bit of a break. Especially when you're a new mom, it's nice to just get out and have a bit of fun. So I'm hopeful, but we'll have to wait and see. David Penn says, is anyone from this chat live in Colorado? Okay, you're going in October and want to know how the weather is there. Okay, about weather. Mrs. B says, how hot does it get in your part of the UK? I mean, not terribly. I mean, I think the highest we've had was about in the entire country was in 1977, and it was only 2 degrees warmer than it is now. So, I mean, not terribly. It's hot for us, and it is hot, obviously. But in the UK, we haven't had it as bad as they have in France and Italy and Spain, for example. So we've got off lightly, to be quite honest. But it's still hot. Live Love Now says, Pakistan broke away from India, so it should be considered Asia. Well, there you go. I said it was on the... So yes, they are right. It is Asia. Definitely a Dory says, oh yes, central air and heating is more than necessary in the States. I could not live without it. In Houston, we must have it. Yes, well, I've heard it's very, very hot and humid in Houston. Okay, is the game still going on? I still don't know. Okay. If somebody wins whilst I'm live, do let me know. Pat Long says you wouldn't want to save or serve tea scooped out of the Boston Harbour, even in the 18th century. Oh, is it bad? Maybe not then. Well, I wouldn't want it chucked in then. Save the tea. My goodness, chuck anything in, but save the tea, my loves. Hayden the King says the time limit is, okay, 10 minutes. From the minute he sent the link. So he's probably sent it already by now. Elderly Poodle doesn't even know what a Bluetooth is for. Well, it's a tooth that's blue, you see. Okay, he's posted the link. There you go. So open the link. You've got 10 minutes. Okay. Oh. What? Have Yankees won? Oh, Yankees win. Okay, David says Yankees win. Congratulations, Yankees. I don't want to offend Red Sox people, but seeing as I don't really know anything about it, I'm just going to say congratulations. There you go. Congratulations for your win and commiserations for your loss. You both have my permission to have a drink. Okay, Mrs. BSN is not happy. You can have a drink. Okay, I have no idea even what all the scoring means, so it's just. Whew. Pam says, thank you for the chat. You are more than welcome. Okay, Miriam, we spoke about the BBC thing in one of my other videos. So if you haven't seen that one, do go and check that one out. And I give my opinion on the BBC with that sketch they did. Oh no, Kathy G's failed the quiz. David Penner says, does Britain have palm trees near the South Border? Now, I watch gardening programs here in the UK. As you know, I have a very keen interest in gardening. Some people have successfully grown palm trees, but it has to have very special conditions. A lot of the time, it's very sheltered, and it is down south, but they are very sheltered positions, and they really protect them. They wrap them up, for example, when it's winter and all the rest of it. So there are some, but it's not common. You don't see them in public places. Some people have grown them privately in gardens, but only in the right conditions, if they're really, really sheltered, lack of wind, so they can protect them against frost damage. We do have them, I think, in the Eden project. I think there might be some palm trees in there, which is like a big biodome. But typically, no. Britain is not the right place for palm trees. They are not happy. The poor little saplings. They don't ever get past little saplings, I'm afraid. It's a massacre, I tell you. The name of the tartan I'm wearing, I do believe it's the Royal Scottish Tartan. Lauren L says palm trees grow in Torquay. In public places? I normally start my live chat at 10 p.m. GMT, which is UK time. Pat Long says, from my mobile device, the quiz tossed you out of the chat. Oh, no. The quiz link is up. Scroll up. And HM the King has posted it. PP says, quiz done. I think I got it all wrong. Oh, no. Yes, lots of palm trees in Hawaii, I can imagine. So, I'm not sure if 10 minutes is up or not. HM the King, how much longer do they have? Okay, so apparently they do along the coast in Torquay. I've never been to Torquay, so I wouldn't know. James Medford says, has Madonna's empire upset again? When will who be exiled? Madonna's? Annette wants to know if I've got an opinion on Baby Archie going on the South African tour. Well, originally, if you cast my mind back, I did talk a long talk about inoculations and vaccinations and the ages at what they're given. Now, it is early for Archie to go to that country or that region, I should say. It's not particularly one country. It's a region where certain things are more prevalent. Where we over here a bit more west have to be inoculated against them because we just can't cope, basically. So it is young for Archie to go. Maybe he will have started having some. My opinion is, I don't think he's going to go far when he's on the tour. You know, I don't think they aren't going to be taking him from engagement to engagement. I think primarily it's a tour for Harry. I think when we get the itinerary, we will know that all the countries that are visited outside of South Africa, I think they'll be based in South Africa. I think will be Harry going off to the different neighbouring countries, whichever ones they end up being when we get the final itinerary. So I think Harry and Meghan will be, for the most part, in South Africa, probably somewhere that's very safe and where he won't be exposed to much in terms of, you know, any of those nasties that we wouldn't want him to be exposed to. So that's what I think we'll see. I think when Harry and Meghan are in South Africa together, I think Meghan may leave Archie back wherever they are staying, wherever it's finalised they are going to stay. And then Meghan will accompany Harry to some of the engagements in South Africa. Then I think Meghan will remain in South Africa. She may continue to do some engagements by herself separately. We don't know. Whilst Harry goes off and does the rest in the neighbouring countries. That's what I'm expecting. But we will have to wait and see when we get the itinerary. So that's just some things to consider until we know what officially we're going to get. Catherine says, I did the quiz, guess wildly and hope for the best. Oh, I think Jamie's still got the quiz open. So if you have missed it, just try and do it really quick. There we go. Floss and Rog Payne says, I need to brush up on all things Canadian. HM the King says, Madonna and Exiled in the same sentence. I'm interested. Okay, HM the King's not a big fan of her music. Of course, I love it. I'm feeling like I'm having Drowned World Tour moments here. If you haven't seen the Drowned World Tour, I'm having Drowned World Tour moments with her opening outfit. Look it up. Oh, in fact, shall I post a link? I'm going to post a link so you can see if my outfit resembles anything. Right. Why do I have such a long passcode? I don't know. Right. I'm going to see, because you might laugh. Okay. Do I have the outfit coming up? Oh, I do have the outfit coming up. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna post the link. Let's see if this works. Hang on. Share. There we go. Copy. Right, I've got it. Okay, I'm gonna post the link, and then you can see if my outfit looks similar. Oh no, Maria says, I closed the test before I saw my score. Oh no. Where did the quiz results go? I'm not entirely sure. Ask HM the King. Okay, Karen Love says, Catherine is a tennis patron. Yes, she will probably be at Wimbledon. I definitely think so. I hope Meghan goes to support her friend Serena. I think it's highly likely, but we can't say for sure. So we'll have to hope that she does, but we can't say for certain. Okay, and I think HM the King is going to pick the winners that get the highest score. I haven't seen the quiz. I'm a fraud. I haven't seen it because I can't do it at the same time. I've seen some of the questions in preview. PP says I didn't see my score as well. Oh no. Right, let's see if there's anything else that I want to talk about today. Do you know what? That is all on my list. So there we go. It's an open chat now. You can talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Okay, Annette's giving me some ideas for the fans, who says the pink fan can stand for this topic is getting on my last nerve. It can be a precursor to the red fan. I'm really now, sort of like a red cape in front of a bull. Oh, good idea. Do you know what? I think I might. Rhonda says, well, she does have on a plaid skirt, but you are rocking the whole outfit. I am indeed. Someone later says, we need a fan for the change of the topic. We do. What colour? What colour could be change of topic? Colour? Green? Oh, HN the King says, I can confirm 36 people entered the quiz. How many got all the questions right? Do I have a favourite suit for Prince Philip? Now I did have a, funny you should ask, because I did have, I think, if I scroll up my links on my phone, a shop where I think he gets some of his clothes from, and it's called fresherandglenny.com. And there are, let me just load the page back up because it's just kicked me off. If it comes up, I will show you, for example, one of the, oh no, it's just, aha, here we go. Right, so if you look, for example, can you see, I don't know if you can see, but can you see the coat? Now, I think I have seen him wearing something like that, especially the one by my thumb. So I think he shops, I think he's got something from fresherandglenny.com. And they do lots of, they do have a royal crest, I do believe, do they? They did have one. So I think he gets his stuff from here. And there's lots of kind of clothes that I think the Duke of Edinburgh would kind of wear. So Fresher and Glenny, I think, is where he may be buying some stuff from. Okay, who's won? Oh, I think HM the King might be still working it out. Yes, it's a teddy bear in the corner with the Scottish bagpipes. See? Oh, by the way, people, let me know what you thought was the hardest question. What did you not know on the quiz? Rhonda says, enjoy your convention. We are having a really good chat today. We are. Jojo says, how many pieces of clothing are you wearing? Lots. Okay, should we count? So I've got underwear on. I've got these kind of nylon-y trousers on. I've got the kilt on, which I don't mind flashing because I'm decent underneath. And I've got shirt on. It is a full-length sleeve shirt, which I've rolled up. I've got bow tie, I've got sash, and I've got a hat. So yes, I'm baking. Oh my goodness, shall I remove the kilt? I don't know. Maybe I should remove something. I don't know. Okay, Laurie Clark says the official animal of Scotland was the hardest. Oh, okay. I know that one, so that's interesting. Oh no, Mrs. BSN, what? Many are finding it insulting that folks are so freaked out. My test submitted. What? Have I missed something? That's me for reading up. What have I missed? Vinnie Blair says, Prince Harry looks hopelessly in love with his wife and she with him. I think there are going to be a lot of unhappy people around for decades. You go Sussexes. Well, what have people been... Do you know what? I've been trying to keep out of all the drama that's been going on because it gets you down after a while. I mean, really. You know, this is the first proper engagement Meghan's had since Trooping the Colour, but we've had all of these slew of stories and rubbish being written in the press and YouTube channels and tarot readers and lizard ladies and all the rest of it. And it's just face palm. I mean, I just can't anymore. So I've been trying to not even look at it because basically, if I haven't done a video on it, then I don't think it's true, is the way to look at it. So any gossip and stuff, if it was true, I'd likely do a video on it. But if I haven't, then it's probably not true. No, it's not Frogmella. It's her brother, Frogbert. It's Frogbert. Gina Wiggles says, no. You know a true Scot would not be wearing trousers. I know, but shall I take them off? Okay, you need to vote. Shall I take off the trousers? I did have them off last time. S Reddit says the United Kingdom question. Oh, I'm not sure what the question was. Yes, no wonder I'm hot. The official residence in Canada was a hard one for Catherine. Scott Goff, don't give it away. Yes, it is the unicorn. The official animal is the unicorn. And I bet you're wondering, well, it's not a real animal. Well, it is in Scotland. They actually have unicorns. About the Sussex is going to Africa. Well, why are people freaking out about the inoculations? About safety? Why are people freaking? Laurie Clark says the rubbish-filled stories seem to have multiplied like naughty rabbits. Most definitely. I'm having to work extra hard to avoid it. And me. The channel is my safe. This channel is my safe zone. Thank goodness. I'm the same. I'm done. I feel like I'm just done with it. There's only so much you can actually take before you've had enough. And I have actually literally I've had enough of all the fake stuff out there, and it's just so frustrating. I feel like I'm at my limit of it. I can't read any more of it. Seriously. Yes, I do believe Autumn Phillips is. Lady Muslim says the official residence is 24 Sussex Drive, Ottawa. Do you know? I'm not actually sure if that's even true, but I'm assuming it is. Okay, people are saying take them off. No, don't take them off. Take them off. Take them off. Okay, I think most people are saying take them off. Yes, Gina, the drama is exhausting. Yes, you can seek refuge in my back garden with the cats. You can. When was Frogbert born? He was born a year before Frogmella. Okay, apparently it is 24 Sussex Drive. Okay, right. No, the bow tie is quite comfortable. Knees Argan says, I just unsubscribed. Why did you just unsubscribe? Carol Williams says, no, it's Pride Month, but keep yours covered. I don't want to see. Well, I wouldn't flash anything, my loves. Plasma says, take off the tam. Okay, well, I can. Oh, no, what? Will I have hat hair underneath? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, I've got hat hair. Look. Oh, my goodness. Oh, flat. I've got flat hair. No, I don't like flat hair. I hate flat hair. Okay. I've still got my quiff. Okay, we'll just stay with quiff. There we go. We'll stay with just quiff. Oh my goodness, I look like something. Was it something about Mary? Oh my goodness. Although it is better, it is a bit cooler, I have to say. Rosemary says, as a mother, I freak out about taking my newborn out of the country, let alone the house before a certain time. Hashtag immunity. I'm sure they wouldn't if they didn't think it was safe. They must have had advice on it. That's all I'm going to say. Yes, agree about having enough of nasty stories. Oh, H&M the King sent me the quiz results. Okay, bear with me because I'm sure you all want to know what they are. So I'm just hopping on to something else. Hang on. Just a second. And as if by magic... Okay, I have the results in. My goodness. People who got 17/18 correct. So this is the winner. Okay, so the winner who got is Esther Symington. Esther Symington, come on down. You won. You got the top score with 17. You are in the 17/18 bracket. I'm not quite sure which one you got, but you are the winner. You knew the most. So the people who were in the 16/18 correct bracket is Laurie A. So there you go. Well done to you, Laurie. People who got 15 in the 15/18 bracket, Scott Goff, Fiona Brown Lee, and Pam G. Well done. And people who got 14, 14 out of 18. I'm reading it wrong. Gail Ford, Jojo, and Nancy Wright. There we go. So 17 out of 18, one wrong, Esther Symington. 16 out of 18, Laurie A. 15 out of 18, Scott Goff, Fiona Brownlee, and Pam G. And 14 out of 18, Gail Ford, Jojo, and Nancy Wright. Well done, everyone. Well done for taking part. I hope you enjoyed the quiz. And if you like these quizzes and you want to do more of them, let HM the King know. So well done. You don't win a prize, I'm afraid, but you do get the prestige of everyone knowing that you know more than anyone else about Scotland and Canada. Let me find my chat. Okay, I'm going to skip all the way down to the bottom. Okay, people are saying congratulations to all of the winners. Cheryl's laughing at my something about Mary hair. Oh, hang on, let's go back up. Because somebody was going to tell me why they unsubscribed. I don't think I got the answer. B2B says, hi, that's an interesting outfit. I saw the Duchess of Sussex's video today, the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex's video, and they look spectacular and absolutely over the moon in love with each other. They do indeed. Okay. PP says, do you guys remember that publicity of a Scotch whiskey that they took the skirts off to give to the girls on the rain? I think I do remember that. Scott Goff says, in Celtic mythology, the unicorn of Scotland symbolised innocence and purity, healing powers, joy, and even life itself, and was also seen as a symbol of masculinity and power. PM Smile says, you have to go commando. Well, I'm not doing that, but I might take off. Yes, my bear is flashing his underkilt. Oh, no. Oh, you wee nasty. Take it down. There. Mrs. VSN says, I think some feel Africa is not as developed as it is. Someone tweeted, like the Sussexes, we're going to disease-infested countries. Oh, well, no. I mean, they are not going to go to any parts that would be like that. And as I said, and as you are correct, not, Africa is not like that. But they most certainly will not be going to any areas where a threat of that level of disease would be there. I think Archie is probably going to stay in South Africa, in wherever they are staying, pretty much with Meghan the whole time. Thea says it's terrible what they are trying to do to Meghan and dangerous. That's why George Clooney spoke out. Okay. All sorts says 24 Sussex Drive in Ottawa is the official residence of the PM of Canada. I do know that's Justin Trudeau. However, it is in disrepair, so our current PM does not live there. Oh, okay. Well, they need to fix it. Mrs. BSN says, oh my goodness, anyone who declares he or she's unfollowing are drama queens. Just unfollow, no one will see. Well, I don't know why she's unsubscribed. I asked her. I assume it's a her. Okay. Do you know what? I am hot. I am going to have to remove something, but I'm going to do it round here. And then I'll come and sit down again. So just be patient while I have an outfit change. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. Look. They're off. Right. I'm just making sure it's decent. Okay. I've wrapped it well. There we go. Okay. I'm back. You can't even tell any difference. But here they are. Here's my trousers. They're nylon. They're part of a Prince William wedding outfit that I bought off Amazon years ago. And they've got a lovely little stripe. And I thought they would go nice with that outfit. But anyway, they are off. So I am now a true Scotsman. Do you see the leg? I mean, we won't be showing any more. So that's about it. That's all you're going to see. I'm not taking anything else off today. Let's see what people are saying. People are laughing. Yes, pants here are underwear. We say pants. Oh no, I haven't tried the crown on Molly yet. Do you know what? Because of all the rain and stuff, she's been a bit jumpy. And then the heat, she's been too hot. So I haven't tried it on any of the cats yet, but I will do. All sorts says they do need to fix it. Too much criticism. Well, you have to look after your state buildings. My goodness. Elise says you're so funny with the bear. Molly and Rory are out because it's so hot. So in fact, Molly didn't come home last night. Well, she was home. She was in the garden, but she wouldn't come out from under the bush. So I just left her. I left the window open upstairs so she could get in if she wanted. But no, she was being naughty and wouldn't come in. It's Karen. It's a sporran. Oh yes, I don't have a sporran. No, I haven't taken off my pants. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. HM the King sent all the answers along with what percentage of people got them right. No, I still don't know why Nees Argon unsubscribed. And I would like to say as well, I'm fed up as well of the drama of people pitting royal against royal. I made a video, one of my live pop-up chats this week. Okay, I'm going to just speak about it because it kind of, I don't know, maybe it disturbed me a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, in one of my pop-up chats, I think it was my last one before this one, we spoke about William's engagement with mental health and LGBT. So William went out and did an engagement. So like I do with all the royals, I mentioned his engagement to do with LGBT and mental health. And I read a passage from the official website because I hadn't made a video at that point. By the way, I haven't missed all of the engagements this week. Other royals have done. I've been compiling a big video, a compilation video of all the different events that have gone out. So I will probably do a voiceover on that tomorrow at some point, maybe once I finish my weekly vlog. So probably after I've worked on my weekly vlog, I will do the voiceover on that and post that one on this channel. So back to William's engagement. So I spoke about that. I read the official stuff. And at the start of that, when I was speaking about William, I directed everybody over to the Sussex Royal Instagram account and highlighted the fact that Harry and Meghan are celebrating Pride Month by selecting a list of charities and organisations to follow on their Instagram. So I told everyone to go to the Instagram and check it out. Then I spoke about what William had done on his engagement, just as I would have done if it would have been Harry or Meghan or Catherine or whoever. Then I get this message off someone, a comment, saying that they are offended because well, I didn't really get it, because I thought what they were trying to say was that I shouldn't be talking about William because mental health is all Harry and LGBT issues is all Harry and Meghan. And I'm thinking, why are you trying to pit royal against royal? They all support mental health. Heads Together was set up between William and Harry jointly to tackle mental health. They all have a hand in mental health. It's not a competition. You shouldn't be pitting royal against royal. That's just wrong. They all have different campaigns and different charities they support to do with mental health and LGBT issues. No one does any more or less than the other. They all support their own different versions of it in their own ways. And that was William's engagement. So why would I be crediting Harry on William's engagement, which I did credit Harry because I mentioned their Instagram account as well in the balance of fairness. And I do consider myself to be very balanced. So I just didn't get that comment. So you may have seen that, by the way, the person deleted the comment, but I'd screenshotted it beforehand because I thought it was so outrageous that I screenshotted it because I wanted to share it with my moderators to see what they thought. So by the time they deleted it and I posted my reply, I thought, well, I'm going to post it in the community page just to see what people think. And I went back myself and I rewatched that video and I was thinking, Did I say anything that was off the mark? Did I say anything that was uncalled for? No, I watched the video back and I can't see anything that would have offended anybody. So just that kind of, if you speak about William, therefore you must be dissing Harry. No, it's just because William had an engagement. And I'm fed up. I really am fed up of people pitting their favourite royal against another royal. It's okay to have a favourite royal, but then when another royal does work in a similar field, which they often do, you shouldn't then be trying to put that royal down. It's not a competition. So I didn't appreciate that at all. And you can go to that video, check it out. In fact, I want you to go to that video, check it out. Did I say anything that would offend anybody? I actually want to know because I can't see it. So please do go and check it out. It really perturbed me. Leslie has donated $14.99. Thank you so much. Who says thank you for a fun chat and all the great information. And thanks to HM the King for a fun quiz. Totally. I'm going to give you both a fan flap again. So one for you and one for HM the King for a fantastic quiz. Ilma Bar says, you are so right. Thank you. Christine says, I'm fed up too. Exactly. Mary says, all the royals are working to support Her Majesty. As you said, this alleged infighting is ridiculous. Exactly. And you think I handled it very well. Angelic says, as always, it's been a pleasure. Everyone enjoying the rest of your evening. Bella says, it wasn't offensive. Thank you. I didn't think it was. G. Ray says, you didn't say anything offensive. Thank you. Maria says, I saw the post before it was deleted and just got a sense that he had not heard everything. Maybe people are just hearing what they want to hear. I think at this point, there's a lot of that going on. I think people have an idea in their head about what they want to hear, and that's what they hear, regardless of whether it's actually being said or not. Mrs. VSN says, I missed that post on the community. Oh, no, not the community, not my Facebook group, on my YouTube channel community bit. I post. So if you scroll down, you will see the initial comment and my reply that I sent. And since then, the person posted another message, which they since deleted, which I did screenshot again, but I'm not going to post because I'm over it and I can't be bothered. So yes, I always keep receipts. Remember that. Cheryl says, you did not say anything that was wrong. You were always very fair in your chats. That's why you're loved. Thank you. Exactly. Let's all relax and just enjoy the royals. Mrs. Vincent, I almost flashed. No, I was not going to go that far. Yes, I do have legs. So the average result in the quiz was 11 out of 18. Palmerly Stephen says, putting royals against royal is frankly stupid. I completely agree. PM Smile says, did you get the Spurs? No, it didn't come with boots. Apparently the worst answered question was the Canadian residents. Only 18 out of 50 got it right. Oh my goodness. Colleen thinks that comment was just going to stir the pot. I think lots of people are saying about the anti-William and Catherine feeling. I mean, like I said, it's okay to have a favourite royal. It's okay to be, team this or team that. But I don't think you should ever then put other people down at the expense of who you like to champion. It's okay to champion someone, but you shouldn't do it at the expense of someone else when they haven't done anything. And especially if what you're going off is just what's being spoken in the press. And actually what you're saying is that the press should stop telling lies and fake news, but yet you're choosing to believe the lies and the fake news that fit your own narrative about the people that you support and the people that you want to be nasty to. So to me, it's just a big, massive contradiction in terms. It really is. Do you see my point? So, it's okay to have a favorite. Everyone has a favorite in different things. If you have, you know, a pop band that you like, then there's always usually one that you like more than the others. But it's important to remember that everyone, every character on that stage is there to support the monarch, and we should not be putting royal against royal, and that will not be tolerated on this channel. If I see any more comments where people are doing that, they will be deleted, because I've just had enough. I don't want to see it. It's something I just do not want to see. It's contradictory, and it doesn't make anyone look good. Susan, yes, Meghan did make the surprise visit to the baseball game. Now, I would say it was most definitely a surprise. Gina Wiggles says, anyone who knows me would never post one of those nasty comments. I've stopped trying to explain myself to haters. I think I'm at that stage too. Thank you for people saying well said. Yes, wake up call. We don't really know these people. That's true. Thank you for saying I'm fair and balanced. HM the King says, a lie gets halfway around the world because the truth has a chance to get its pants on. That's true. And yes, the nasties and trouble stirrers will be banished from the castle. Isilia E. Nelson says, I watch your channel because I find you to be fair and balanced in your reporting of the royals. I don't understand the narrative of pitting brother against brother. It's playing into what the press want. That's what it's doing. So just don't, basically. And also, if you see people on other platforms, Instagram accounts, Twitters, YouTube channels, newspaper article replies in comments, and you see people trying to do that, call them up on it. If you really do think like me that that's wrong, call them out on it, and hopefully they'll see that it's just nasty and just stop doing it. So call them out on it. I think it's time. Elgly Poodle says, I've got to join Facebook now. Yes, we don't want haters. I've had enough of them. I really have. Isila E. Nelson, you are a tongue twister, says, the tabloid press has created this narrative of feud and rift, and a whole lot of people are buying into it with insufficient factual knowledge off the heels of the... Yes. So they're creating... Yeah, so they're playing into what they're saying they don't like anyway. It's just... It's crazy. It's loca, totally loca. Linda P. Garland has donated $2 US. Value and appreciate the work you do. Thank you so much. And of course, you get a fan flap from me. How are we doing for time? Okay, time is nearly up. So, do we have any burning points before I wrap up? Literally wrap up. No, after I've gone, I'm not wrapping up. I'm flinging everything off. My goodness. Isilla says, I could not help smiling this afternoon when I saw my favourite couple at the baseball game. Yes, it was amazing to see them. Oh, yes, the Braemar Games. It is a bit Braemar Games. I can't toss my Kyber. But yes, it is a bit... Look, I feel like the Queen as well. When she wears her kilt. Yes, I'm liking my outfit. I'm not going to do like a really big twirl, but it is good for when you're doing your exercises. You've got lots of leg room where you can fling yourself round. It's very good and breezy. I think I might keep it on. Facebook group is Royal Reviewer and Friends on Facebook, and it's a community page. You have to answer the 3 questions, or else the moderators will not let you in. Jamie will put his foot down. Palmer says, wow, great flex. Yes, I can go like literally all the way. I've got very bendy legs. Annette Wells White says, so Spitting Image and the Windsors was... Well, I didn't like the Windsors. I thought that was horrible, because I think that Windsor's show was, I think it was put together by anti-monarchists who wanted to make the royal family, who wanted to play into those people that don't support monarchy. So I hated that show. Spitting Image was around in the 80s. Comedy was a little bit different. It has moved on since then. I mean, I remember it on TV when I was very young. I mean, it was in the 80s, so I was, you know, still very early 90s, I do believe, as well. So I was like under 10 at the time when that was on TV. And that was popular here in the UK, but it wasn't to like pick on people in a nasty way. It was to use spoof and humor to highlight almost often political points. Yeah, humor has moved on, but also, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I haven't watched a Spitting Image for many years, and it would actually be quite good, I think, now to go back and watch one and see how things have changed. In fact, maybe everyone should do that with old comedies that were popular in their country. So I'm sure you will have some that we didn't get over here. Go back and rewatch them and see if they are actually funny now in the context of how we are now as a society, and see if that comedy holds up. And actually, I think I am going to do that with Spitting Image. I'm going to go back and watch it and see, has, you know, good comedy, I think, should stand the test of time. So I'm going to go back and watch that and see. Elaine says, I hated Spitting Image. Deborah loved the quiz. If you want more quizzes, let Jamie know. I didn't like the Windsors show. I hated it. Yeah, it's exactly, Benny Hill. I mean, go back and watch the old comedies and see. Oh, I don't know what Arthur Edwards said about the Duchess. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it because I've been on air. Oh, Jamie can't link the group, so you'll have to go to Facebook, type in Royal Reviewer and Friends, and then it should come up. It's a little picture of the Queen in green or turquoise. Yes, there was a show, Have I Got News for You? And they used to do things on the royals. I suppose it's a bit like some Saturday Night Live sketches as well. I mean, what does my pillow say? Oh, it was a gift from Betsy, and it says, "Keep calm and love beavers." And if you don't get the beavers reference, it's not anything rude. I did another quiz years ago now on here, and it included a question I was reading out about Canadian pregnant beavers, and I had a little bit of a hysterical laughter fit when I got to pregnant beavers. So she sent me a cushion to remind me of it always. People says, give us a fan flap for your fans. Which colour do you want? Shall I give you a red one this time? I'm going to give you a red one because you're all... No, because I'm hot. Oh, it's so hot. Oh, I'm going to... You know, I might even have a shower. I think I'm really hot. Yes, pregnant beavers in the press. Yes, it was truly something. Look, I do have knees as well. B2B Field says, do you know if the BBC well, I looked it up because someone said they've rehired him, and I looked at the article. Now, I'm unsure because it says that he's got a podcast, but it doesn't say who the podcast is by. It says one similar to something on Channel 5. I don't know, but I do believe he has a podcast back, which I think is a bit like his show he did for the BBC, but it's a podcast. Now, as we all know, anybody can put out their own podcast. So I don't know if it's one he's putting out himself or whether it's one that's backed by another broadcasting company. But it didn't say anywhere in the article I read that it was a BBC podcast. So I don't know if the BBC has rehired him or not. That's the simple answer. All I know is he's got a podcast. I don't know what platforms it's coming out on, and I don't know if it's backed by a broadcaster because it didn't say. And I found several articles where it just said he'd got a podcast. So if anyone knows of any other article where it says it's a BBC podcast or a Channel 5 podcast or an independent podcast that's on iTunes, I don't know. So I don't know. But at the minute, I would probably say that it would be a bit crazy of the BBC to rehire. So I think probably he's gone and done it alone. I think it's probably what I would say. Oh, I'm not fan flapping under my kilt. HM the King says, I have my own podcast. It's called Podcast. Best of luck finding it. I challenge you. Okay, I'm going to go now. I think we've spoken about everything. And there will be more Royal Week, HolyRood Week next week. So I don't know what the theme might be. I might still be Scottish. I don't know. I might still be wearing the kilt. Who knows? So if you've enjoyed this week's chat, please give it a big old thumbs up. If you want more quizzes, let me know in the comment section. So if you've enjoyed it, give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media. And also hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.